So, I am dwangoAC. This is TASBot. He's going to play another game for you, and hopefully a little bit more successfully. We have Rockman 2, or Mega Man 2. This is warmCabin's Zipless run, meaning there are no zips in this run. And we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's hope for better luck. All right, I'm going to ask that everyone from the stage tech please be careful about walking around the stage. Static electricity is our enemy. ESD is bad. All right, so have you ever seen this run before?
I have not, but...
Well, I'm going to let you take over commentary, and you are?
I'm Oliver, yeah.
You're Oliver, awesome.
Ah, quick man, this guy, yeah, he's a little bit of a bastard, very quick, hence the name, you know. But he's really not that hard, you know. This stage's got a reputation, but if you know what you're doing, if you're good, you're good. Just like Tyson round 1, anything like that.
Okay.
You don't need to use no flash stopper. That's pansy work.
I like that grouping.
Yeah.
See, I would have just run into the wall there. Or been totally nailed by those.
Ain't nothing but a thing there, man, for this guy.
So I love the variety of levels in Mega Man 2 in particular.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing that this was like a side project and yet, you know, suffering for the art and all that and then all the variety like you said?
Yeah,
You know?
and some of the best artwork, I think, on
Yeah.
especially for that era of the Nintendo.
Yeah. Literally working in their spare time from what I remember hearing, you know, like after a long work day they were working on this Mega Man 2. Rockman 2.
A lot of care went into these games. All right, so we're here. Nothing too out of the ordinary has happened yet, but let's check out this boss battle.
Can we move the mouse? Oh. Thank you. Wow.
That was everything.
Yeah. So he was pretty much like not Quick Man there, yeah.
He was not quick enough. He was not quick enough for the TASBot. Sorry, that was a lame reading.
Oh, I've got tons of them. Yeah.
All right, I would like to direct your attention to the visualization board. Anytime you see these transitions from one level to another, warmCabin left you some fun little visualization. There's lots of button presses you'll see on the lights on the controller below TASBot. That controller was made by Micro 500. All right, this level drove me crazy because you're constantly being pushed the wrong direction and it just seems slow.
Thing that drives me crazy about Metal Man is, you know, again, totally my quote. It's like he's made of the same material as every other one, so shouldn't they really have called him like Superfluous Name Man?
No.
No?
Maybe. Bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop.
I guess they couldn't have fit that, huh, in the code?
Probably not, no.
Something interesting is, like, people would always pick this guy first because he was very easy. I remember playing it as a kid, and, like, the jumping, you know, it kind of threw me off. I didn't think he was terribly easy, but I know he was worth getting for his weapon.
Oh, yeah. Well, the ordering on this is definitely something that was tested and retested.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Not even a question.
And kept changing, too. Sure, why not?
Yeah. What is it about boomerangs that make them particularly quick? You know, I mean, it's a quick boomerang. I'm wondering about that, you know?
I don't know. It seems kind of slow to me, but...
Yeah. Hey, at least they, you know, unlike in Castlevania, they don't come back to you. They're screwy in that game. Yeah.
Well, that didn't take long.
Yeah, he's your bitch.
Now. We have children present.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm giving you crap. This is definitely worth watching. So have a look between scenes. You'll see that if you can see the visualization board, there are interesting light shows going on there. Usually he's dancing to the music.
Oh, and of course this whole thing, I mean, you got to be thinking irony here when you did this, right? You know?
You know.
Great collectible too, you know. You have a favorite theme in this game? Or does he?
You know, I like all the music equally. I just love it.
Yeah. I think the only thing I might like better than the music is all those cute little nicknames they would use. You know, I don't remember, like, the woman who did Mega Man 3 who was the other day, you know, she's like Yomi or Bunny Bun, you know. They always use, you know, to save space, like just like the other thing, you know, they couldn't put their full name.
Yeah. Just walks through it. Doesn't care. Still manages to. I've seen this a couple of times, and every single time I see something new. Like, what's going on there?
Go gadget circular saw.
I guess.
Robot chicken. Wait a minute. Why is there frogs are amphibians? You know, should it be underwater all the time?
You know. Logic in games doesn't always work out well.
I like the waterfall. Nice effect. Yeah. So who's this Dr. W? Is it Dr. Well from the Mega Man Zero series, you know?
Dr. Well?
Yeah, I never played Mega Man Zero. Anybody?
Alright, let's see what he does with this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, his name's Dr. Wily. I'm not sure how smart he actually is, but we'll go with it, you know?
It works. Well, that didn't take long.
Oh, boy.
A little glitchy. Little glitchy.
Wow.
Okay, there we go. How many sprites did he have overlaid there?
And like all things, there's a method to that, right? What it
sure.
does? Yeah.
So the Zipless category does forego some time-saving techniques in order to show off more of the game. This is probably my favorite. If you ask me about my favorite music, this is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, this is like Disco Antarctica, Disco Ice. Someone told me that much later. This is ice? Okay. You know?
This is ice.
Apparently. Is it ice? I think it's ice.
Could be ice. That guy's shot pattern was not very effective. Okay, that was gross.
Sniper Joe. Gotta love him. Not sure he's in every Mega Man game, though. Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Alright, so these guys always drove me crazy.
Sniper Joe, yeah, like, or the guy in that guy. Yeah.
Well, on the canisters.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're actually. Oh, I got you. Canisters, yeah.
They always seem to fling themselves at me. But I think that was the point.
Yeah.
It's interesting what turns out to be the fastest. Sometimes you think, that
Ooh,
must be slow.
style.
All right. All right, there he goes.
It's a good thing this guy wasn't called Freeze Man, otherwise they might have had trouble come Mega Man 7, I think it was, you know?
Might have,
You know?
yes.
I don't
What's
know.
our light show today?
Ooh, nice, yeah. Yes. I can't let you do that, Dave. Looks like that's what's going on there.
And obviously, this is the Japanese version. It is a little faster than the normal Mega Man US version. Well, I shouldn't say normal. It's normal to them.
Yeah.
So that's why you're seeing Japanese text. We're using Rockman 2 as opposed to Mega Man 2. I'm not actually sure why they decided to change the name.
What's the deal with that? Like, he was just a big fan of music. You know, I'd probably be able to get a better answer if I knew how many were in the development team. I'm going to guess probably less than 10. So, you know, because it's fun to be top down, but I'm sure it wasn't just Inafune's choice, you know. Probably had, like, little groups, you know. Oh, yeah, that's another thing, yeah.
Okay. Let's do this.
We had a challenge for this level 1 year. No items. Get through this whole thing without it, you know, down in the retro room.
How'd that go?
I think quite a few people did it, but apparently the stage doesn't have a respawn point, so you have to go through the whole thing, you know, like, or something weird like that, you know. But it's like we all know the level, but actually trying to do it without the items, you know, that's something else. Yeah.
Boy, is he taking advantage of that.
Item 3. I'm sure there's a whole story with that, too.
Item 3, huh?
Yeah, that's what it's called, apparently. At least I think so.
Okay, this is silly. That last one. I think I know what's going to happen next. He just doesn't care. He just walks right through everything.
Bubble lead. Oops.
Bubble?
Yeah, apparently bubble lead. That's the name of the weapon. Again, I don't know. You know?
Bubble lid. With Yeah. Seems effective. Yep, it worked.
He definitely wasn't too hot to handle.
No.
Yeah.
I do like how the Nintendo's graphics were pushed to the very max of what they were capable of by using different shading and dithering methods.
Mm-hmm. I like that using a top loader. That doesn't get enough love. You know?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is an NES RGB modded console, but in every other way is completely normal.
Gotcha.
Also, I have a reset switch, which is how I restarted the run from here, so I could easily reset the console and start the run at exactly the right time.
2 exclamation points there. That's how you know he's really serious, Dr. Light there. You know?
Got it.
That was a design decision, too. It's like, do we put 2? Do we put 1, I'm sure, you know? Oh, the birds? Birds, yeah. Yeah, and they got one for this one. I didn't really try too much. Constantly jumping, apparently. That's down in the challenges room. People seem to enjoy that one. Anybody?
Constantly jumping?
Yeah,
Bunny
apparently. Yeah. I just know you have to. It's like, I guess they depress the button, so he's always jumping, and you gotta like time that carefully, and in order to complete the challenge. You know, I didn't really try it, but people seem to like it.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Egg dropping birds.
Yeah, speaking of taking credit for things, I kind of wonder, you know, that word Twitch, very twitchy gameplay. I wonder if eventually, like 10, 15 years, the company will pretend, no, we invented that word, you know, or something like that.
I'm staying out of that. Danger, danger.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite level out of Mega Man 2?
I think it's going to be Quick Man, because it's one of those things, you know, kind of like I said, Tyson, you know, it's like when we were all kids, but now, no problem. You know, especially for him.
Yeah, TASBot doesn't care.
Did he ever?
You know, we lost our monitor up here.
Oh.
Oh well. Aha. Although, let's see.
And that's going to happen occasionally, or because I could just.
Yeah, I can't see chat, so
Gotcha,
I'm not going to try it.
Oh, and let's see, what is the, no, you don't enter a name in this, so it's just AA for some reason right there, yeah, at the V.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, oh, that's right, this guy isn't actually Dr. Light, it's Dr. Wright, speaking of differences, you know? Yeah.
Now, why is that?
I don't know, I just remember Brentalfloss sung about it and, you know, pointing it out, it was very fun. You know, I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah.
The differences between the English and Japanese versions are not substantial, but they are interesting.
Yeah.
Woodman.
Oh yeah, he's the good contrast to Metal Man, because, I mean, the name, he's got to be made of some kind of wood, you know?
Plus, this is one of the most iconically beautiful levels.
Yeah. The music, this one's a little bit more of a, you know, I certainly like it a lot, especially when they remixed it for Mega Man 8, the Saturn version. But I know some people who don't like the do. What do you think of it, though?
It's good. I just like this music in general, especially when you get a good band doing a cover of it. And that's what's fascinating is if you think about it, this music came out. Oh yeah, that happened. This music came out. Well, they wrote it in the 80s, and it's still popular today.
Absolutely.
And the themes have been reused over and over again.
In that debate between 2 and 3, I think that's what puts 2 over the edge for most people, the music, you know?
Yeah. And 3, of course, you have extra mechanics that are a lot of fun.
I really like the enemies in this stage, you know, especially, well, we'll see them coming up with the gorillas, a little bit of everything here, the giant wolf/dog things who inexplicably breathe fire, you know? I think that's fire.
Well, I don't want to know what else it is.
Yeah. There we are, the bunnies who shoot carrots at you in very particular ways. You know, that's technology there. You know? They totally had a practical use, you know, all these robots, all these creatures, you know, in the real world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what else would they be used for except for stopping us?
Yeah. I mean, people have done that and they said, oh, Gutsman in the original. Yeah, that makes sense, but because these guys are all apparently actually built by Wily, so I don't know if he even cared about that anymore, you know, practical stuff or just getting revenge, because that's apparently the story. Yeah. Oh boy, wow.
Well, that didn't take long.
Yeah. Yeah. Woodman, make like a tree and get out of here.
Apparently?
No, I deliberately said it wrong. Yeah. It's leave, you idiot. You sound like such a damn fool when you say it wrong. Back to the Future 2. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Flashman.
Or Crashman, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's another one of those things, you know?
L's and R's being what they are.
At least with the weapon name, I believe Crash Bomb. That definitely makes more sense, you know? I'm trying to remember what we did with this stage one time. They had a challenge on this. Anybody happen to remember? No? For the retro challenges? No?
They certainly had a number of them.
Yeah, something.
I love how circumvented this level can be. What's that?
Bubble lead. You can only use bubble lead.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah. That was a couple of years ago. Yeah. You're right. It does sound awful.
Yeah, unpleasant, at the very least, yeah. So this is not my favorite theme music, but that's okay. I like all of the music equally. Just like some better than others. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, besides the nicknames, I do remember some of them. I used to like, you know, half-bake the Japanese pronunciations, like Manamani Matsunune, you know, and stuff like that. I do know there's 3 composers, and that's, again, impressive. At least I'm pretty sure of that there's 3 on this game. Again, for a side project, you know? And the other one is like Ogaretsu-kun, which is also a nickname, you know, but, and then I don't remember the third one.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Oh, boy. He's got ice cream cones on his hands. Gotta watch out.
Apparently not much.
Yeah. Yeah, are you in outer space here or in the sky? It's kind of hard to tell there, you know.
Little of both.
Sounds good.
Light shows continue. warmCabin did a really good job on entertaining even between the runs. I was pretty happy with that. All right, now we got Eyebrow Guy.
The Rock ain't got nothing on him.
The Rock.
Yeah. Even that's an ancient reference by this point, huh?
Apparently. What's interesting about these games is you think they're done, and they're not.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the particulars of this. Oh yeah, Nintendo Power. Someone said they once made a fort of this out of snow or something like that. That was a good old letter, you know, like when we all read Nintendo Power, you know, something like that. And I'm like, that's impressive. Okay. They could create the Wily Fort, you know.
This is the classic music right here.
Yeah.
I can tell people getting into it.
Heck yeah.
I'm jamming out so hard right now.
Yeah. Me, I just don't. When they released the 20th anniversary, they had one called Techno and one called Rock. They're both amazingly excellent CDs too. And I don't know which one's better of the remix they did here for that. Look them up on YouTube.
One of the nice things about the way they organize this game is by this point in the game, you're expected to have everything. So you're just thrown these puzzles and you've got to figure out how to get through a room.
Right, yeah. Be honest, did this guy scare you when you were younger?
This whole game scared me. I don't even know if I made it this far.
Yeah. I think it might be the sound effects even more than just the sun, you know?
Just sudden appearance. Okay, now he's just showing.
Yeah. That dragon had the bumblebee wings going on. I don't know how the heck he was flying. You see the size of those wings?
Alright, what's next?
Yeah. You think Wily uses skulls all the time because he wants to be edgy or something else going on there?
No, he listened to too much Metallica? I don't know.
Yeah, but he is a scientist though, so you know, it's kind of, I don't know. But he's a fun guy.
He definitely likes his skulls.
Mr. Albert? Yeah, Albert, first name. If I
Is it
remember
really?
correctly. I believe so. I think that was something fans did, though. I mean, that is his name, but I think, you know, I don't know if Inafune ever said, yeah, obviously Albert Einstein, you know, so it might be just a fan thing, but, you know.
This always looks really pretty.
Yeah. Nah,
Nice
those
timing.
little things. Ugh. Oops, sorry.
Mic bump.
Forgiveness, please.
All the metal.
Ugh, did it again. Oof.
Two for two.
I'll just stop moving.
Usually the best plan.
Yeah. Thing is, those spikes there look extra sharp. So do you think they killed Mega Man extra hard compared to Bubble Man stage or something like that?
I don't know. They do look really sharp though.
Yeah.
He looks bored.
Yeah.
And of course, this is hitting on the very first frame possible. Oh, come on. That's just... I didn't know this stage was that easy.
Mm. Metal Blade isn't just good. I mean, you get more... The ammo count ridiculous, you know, like... Even though he's using a good amount, so yeah, I guess even that's planned, I think, you know. Oh, no, my bad. The ammo's on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do get tons of it, though.
Alright, there's that. Now where are we headed next?
What about these stages? You got a favorite of these, like a final stages, you know, or they just kind of felt like afterthoughts? Yeah.
I like the dragon.
Hmm.
I like the dragon. Just because it's like, what?
Yeah. I think this one, you know, because it's like Big Bertha before Big Bertha, the giant fish in this stage here. You know. I don't know if we're gonna see him though. You know.
Somehow there's no water physics, which I think is improved.
Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna see him? No, I guess not. I don't know if they're in every hole. Yeah.
Well, anything we can avoid spawning that might cause lag, we're gonna avoid.
Yeah. Yeah. Personal stories, I actually played this one first. My uncle bought me this one before the first one. I think for a while the first one was kind of rare, so this was the first time I saw Guts Man, and you know, they just called it the Guts Dozer, so I didn't know
Guts
about.
Dozer.
I'm pretty sure that's the name. I didn't know the connection to the first game, but
Well, we're back to throwing boomerangs.
maybe that's Wily's tribute to, like, oh, here's literally the only practical robot use, so I'm gonna make another one. You know, construction robot.
He does like his crazy robots.
Just like that, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Eddie LeBron, he made a movie. Well, it was the original Mega Man. Anybody ever seen that around 2009? I thought that was pretty darn solid for a live-action movie. You ever heard of that one? Yeah, I think it was just called literally Mega Man, but a little bit of CG, a little bit of everything. Good actors, especially the guy who played Dr. Wily.
I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, he made a Sonic film later also. I think it's 2009, probably on YouTube. I recommend it. Yeah.
So this was not sanctioned then?
I don't know. You know, probably just, you know, fan edit. I mean, parody, something like that, you know? Yeah. Oh boy. You know, made out of love, definitely, just like this game.
Yes.
No energy tanks needed, huh?
Nope.
No problem.
No issue. And just walk along the spikes, because why not?
Yeah. Should I tell a longer story? I'll try and get it done quickly, though.
Sure.
Okay. I had this story, like, it was a birthday party when we were younger. Invited, the rule was all, you know, when someone dies, you pass it to a friend. You got a birthday party, 10, 15 people, something like that. So the kid who had already played the game, he ends up going through the whole game and he doesn't die. And the kid who had just gotten Mega Man 2, he started crying. He like ran to his mother. It's like, I'm sorry, I beat the whole game for you. And then he didn't ruin it completely, but that's got to be a heck of an experience. Like, you get it for your birthday and someone beats the whole darn game for you. You know?
Literally didn't die.
Nope, didn't die. Kawaii Ninja Cat, if I remember his name. He's a composer.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That's a feat as a kid.
Yeah. This game, like you said, it was pretty tough. This is interesting. Yeah.
Yep. It's one way to do it.
Yeah. He might be embellishing it a bit, but I like the story, you know.
All right, that's fun. There it is. Okay, where are we headed next?
Then again, there are bones there, so maybe it's not explicitly a skull thing, you know? Maybe
just like skeletal remains in general.
Yeah, yeah. Killed some giant creature like Ursula in Little Mermaid or something like that, you know?
Alright, some boss fights, but now we've got everything.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Alright, lead this.
Yeah, he makes it a little bit harder. He's got a flame on, you know? Yeah. I like how it's not just a teleportation system, it's a Dr. Wily transportation system in the background. Teleportation system. Yeah.
Well, this is not taking long.
Ah, hello. Quick man.
You might be quick, but you're not quick enough for us. He's quick. We're quicker.
Yeah. You think he's quick in everything he does, or does that get complicated?
I think that's a conversation left for the bedroom.
You beat me to it.
All right, there's
Ooh.
that. Oh, yeah. This game seems to keep on going.
Tricky
There's always one more place to go.
playing with your expectations.
Yeah. This game was good at that.
And, you know, unlike, say, the Castlevania, you know, censorship question where it's either blood or acid, here I don't think they even bother with it. I think it's literally just flame bubble things. I don't know what the heck those are, but they do hurt you.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I like
No
the
music.
Yeah.
This did make it a little creepy.
Yeah, and I think people, I mean, this is obviously a machine, but it's like, is this a crab alien thing, or what the heck's going on here? Some kind of battle suit? You know?
I've often wondered, because he does this weird transformation.
Yeah. I like the background.
Yeah, this background is epic.
Nice.
And that's it. That's the whole run. Well, that was Mega Man 2 in 27 minutes and 16 seconds with no zips by warmCabin. You can find this on tastvideos.org/4057m.html.
Amazing.
This is always a great run. Thank you so much for sticking around. I believe we're going to give you some time back. We had some more content, but we are going to take a pause here to get them back on schedule. Thank you so much for joining us. You can come to discord.tas.bot to join our community. You can find more tool-assisted speedruns at tastvideos.org, and you can find me at twitch.tv/dwangoAC and youtube.com/dwangoAC. This concludes the TASBot. Thank you so much for sticking around.